You don't need oil additives. In fact, there's a good chance that they actually hurt your engine. Today we're going to show you why. Welcome to my channel. I'm the founder of a company. We make high-performance air filters that are washable and reusable. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a look at an oil additive. We're going to do a lab test to see what it does, compare it to some other products, and also talk about what the recommendations are from various organizations. Now, before we get into that, I just want to say that this is not a product review. We're just doing the testing to show you guys what happens. So let's go ahead and dive in. So in the US, the most common type of oil change intervals that you will see recommended by manufacturers is 3,000 miles or 5,000 miles. Now, there's a lot of people who say that you can extend that and go even further. There's a lot of products out there that claim that they can extend that and make that possible. So we're going to do some tests today to see if that's true. I have 3 different samples here. The first one is a clean oil sample. This is a conventional oil, and it meets all the specifications that is required for a 1999 Ford Mustang. The second one is an oil sample that has been run for 6,000 miles in that same vehicle. And then the third one is the same thing with the oil additive. So this should give us a good idea of how much the oil has degraded over time, and if the additive actually helps or hurts anything. Now, I have these samples at Pennzoil. They are going to do an analysis on all 3 of them, and we'll be able to see exactly what's going on inside this oil and how it compares between the 3 samples. We're looking forward to getting those results back. Stay tuned and we'll show you what happens. So we got our results back from Pennzoil, and they found that the oil with the additive actually had more contaminants in it than the oil without the additive. So that means that this product did not perform as we expected, did not perform as the bottle claimed that it would. Here's what it says on the bottle. It's a triple bypass filtration system that cleans your engine while you drive and dramatically extends the life of your oil. Well, we looked at the data and we saw that the total base number was lower, which means that the oil with the additive had more contaminants in it. Also, we looked at the viscosity index, which is supposed to keep the oil thin in cold weather and also keep it from degrading over time, and that was worse as well. Let's take a look at what the experts say. So I reached out to a couple different organizations and asked them what their recommendations were. One of them said that they do not recommend any additives unless you are having a specific problem that needs to be addressed by an additive. For example, if you have excessive blow-by, then there's a recommendation for an additive that can help with that. But other than that, they do not recommend adding anything to your oil. The other organization that I reached out to agreed with that and also added that if you were using a high-quality oil to begin with, you should be able to go longer than 3,000 miles between oil changes. Now, they also added that you should check your oil level frequently, especially when you're breaking in a new engine. Make sure that you're checking the oil level, especially if you're rerunning long oil change intervals, because you do and want to run the risk of burning up your engine. So I guess the moral of the story is don't add anything to your oil unless you know that you have a specific problem that needs to be fixed. If you use a high-quality oil, you should be able to go longer than 3,000 miles between oil changes. Just make sure that you're checking your oil level frequently. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing more like this in the future.